Hey everyone, I'm Vyom and I'll be the host for this week 3 Kubernetes 1.3 release team meeting. Before we start with the meeting, please note that this meeting comes under the Kubernetes or the CNCF code of conduct, which basically boils down to be excellent to one another. Please also note that this meeting is being recorded and would be posted to YouTube. So please be mindful of what you say. And if you wouldn't like to get your video recorded, please feel free to turn off your cameras. And also for folks who have joined just now, please add yourselves to the attendees list. The meeting notes is in the Zoom chat box. Without any further ado, let's begin with open discussions. If there is anything anyone would like to discuss openly, now is the time to do so. If not, we can move ahead with team updates. And during the complete meeting, if there are any new shadows who would like to introduce themselves, please feel free to do so. And let's move on to individual team updates, enhancements with Dipesh. Is Dipesh on the call or any other enhancement shadow on the call today? All right, if not, I'll read out the updates for enhancement. The current status is yellow. By metrics, by stage, they have 19 enhancements in alpha, 10 for beta, 18 for stable, and 1 for deprecation. And by status, they have tracked 1 enhancement for the enhancements freeze. At risk, 7 of the enhancements are at risk for the enhancements freeze, 40 are pending inclusion, and code freeze because it's not happening now. That data is not populated. Completed the shadow onboarding for the team, SIG outreach in progress, with most done and rest to be completed by the end of the week. We'll start reaching out to CAPs for enhancement freeze requirements and adding statuses to CAPs on the board. And the status overall is yellow. I think this is sort of expected for now. Is there any questions anyone has for the enhancements team that I can put down and maybe we can ask them later? Alrighty, if not, and there is no enhancement shadow that would like to introduce themselves, let's move on to release signal with Nitish.
Yeah, so the current status for the release signal is yellow. A few flaky tests we have seen that got emerged in the SIG release test grid. Coming to the first one was the master blocking, in which most of the flakes were originating from SIG network, SIG node, SIG API machinery, SIG apps, and SIG storage. Apart from this, we have informed all the tech leads and will continue to follow up with the discussion. We are also keeping the track of all these flaky tests on the sheet as well. So if anyone wants to take a look at that as well, feel free to do so. Apart from that, as you can see, we have listed all the flaky tests that have come from various SIGs, such as SIG network, which is around networking granular checks. Apart from that, if we come to the master informing, so for the master informing, we haven't seen much of the major flaky test, except for the 2 that is coming from SIG window, and another one is coming from the SIG network. Having said that, both the SIGs have been informed about this, and I think a discussion around these issues have been already been going on in the Slack channel as well as in the GitHub. So we are good to go with that probably, and we'll be updating the status overall. The third update we have is like the Alpha 1 cut is scheduled for Tuesday, which is February 4th. And we'll be providing the go, no go decision for the release cut by Sunday, which is February 2nd. So yeah.
All right, thanks for the updates, Nishit. Are there any questions that anyone would like to post for release signal? If not, also if there are any new shadows that would like to introduce themselves, please feel free to do so. As we go along the meeting, please feel free to interrupt me and introduce yourself. If there aren't any questions for release signal, let's move on to docs with Ryan. Is Ryan or anyone from the docs team on the call today?
Yeah, hey everyone. So I'm here. I don't see any other folks shadow on the call, so I'll share the update. We had our shadow onboarding call last day, and we had discussed all the different responsibilities and the work that had come up as part of both the docs and release notes teams now that they're merged. And yeah, the weekly branching PR is still waiting to be approved, so that is linked there in the notes. Other than that, I don't have any other updates, but we are all the docs are all the shadows are onboarded now, and we are looking forward to like split up the work and so on. Yeah, that is pretty much it for docs. The current status is yellow, by the way, as an is given in the doc.
Cool. Thanks for the update, Sriram. Are there any questions for docs? If not, let's move on to comms with Ryota. I don't think Ryota is on the call, or is there anyone from the comms team that is on the call today? The updates I have put these based on the discussion I had some time ago with Ryota. This might not be up to date, but based on what was shared with me, and I looked it up, the org membership issues are still open for 2 of the shadows. I think some GitHub admin would pick those up and they would be given the org membership and share the initial actions with the shadows regarding org membership, Slack groups, access, etc. And I don't have any much more updates on the comms side. If there is any comms shadow or anyone maybe knows more about comms, please feel free to add this now. And if not, if anyone has any questions for comms, please also feel free to put those up. We can convey them to the comms team later. If not, then is there anyone from Release Branch Management today on the call? I don't think so, but the status should be green. The next Alpha 1 cut is for Feb 4th, so I don't think there should be any problems from Release Branch Management for that cut. Are there any questions for Release Branch Management that you want me to put on the doc? If not, then let's move on to Emeritus Advisor. I don't think Angelos is on the call today. I don't know about the shadow onboarding, shadow orientation, sorry. I don't know when that's scheduled or that's gonna happen, but if anyone has any questions for Angelos that you'd like me to put down, please let me know. All right, then let's move on to the release lead. Nina is not on the call today. So the only action item for all the sub-team leads and the shadows is that confirm that all team PRs are merged. And if there are any outstanding PRs, please let us know, or please let a release shadow know if you want to get attention on some PR in any repo. Are there any questions for release lead? Or are there any pending PRs that anyone wants to merge for membership access, etc.? If not, let's move on to SIG scalability. There are no updates from SIG scalability. Are there any scalability tests failing? I don't think so. SIG scalability is not mentioned, so it should be green from their side. And we're not gonna out the project board. And with that, if anyone has any questions or would like to discuss anything before I end the recording, please do it now. If not, I'll stop the recording and see you all on YouTube.